Hi there, you're on IGCSE Maths Tutors, and in today's video we're going to tackle differentiation. Now, how do we get the derivative dy by dx of an equation? Well, first we multiply the index by the coefficient of x and subtract 1 from the index. What does this mean? Now, if we take this one example, y equals 2x squared plus 1. As we said, we multiply the index, which is 2, by the coefficient of x, which happens to be 2 as well, and we subtract 1 from the index. So we end up with 2 times 2, x to the power of 2 minus 1. And any constant, when differentiated, becomes 0. So the 1 in the equation 2x squared plus 1 becomes a 0. So dy by dx, the differentiation of the function or the equation 2x squared plus 1, becomes equal to 4x. Now, what does the derivative dy by dx mean physically? Dy by dx means simply the change in y over the change in x, which we also call the gradient or the tangent of a curve. To illustrate this graphically, this is the curve of the function y equals x squared plus x plus 1. Never mind what the function is, but if we draw a tangent at the point x equals 2, y equals 7, and by a tangent we mean a straight line that barely touches the point of interest. Now we are interested in this point where x equals 2 and y equals 7. So we draw a straight line that barely touches this point, that is tangent to this point. And we calculate the change in y and divide it by the change in x. So for instance, we take the interval from y equals 7 to y equals 12. The difference in y is 5, while for this same interval, x changed by only 1, from 3 to 2. So the tangent is 5 over 1, since the change in y is 5 from 12 to 7, and the change in x is from 3 to 2, which is 1. So the tangent at this point is equal to 5. Now, what is the minimum value for y on this curve? As you can see, the minimum value is this point where y equals 0.5. Now, if we draw a tangent at this point, we will find that there is no change in y, that y is constant at 0.5, and hence we can deduce that at the minimum or the maximum point for y, the gradient dy by dx is equal to 0. And this is a very important application to keep in mind. If we are asked to get a minimum or a maximum for an equation, we will do this by getting the derivative dy by dx of that equation and then equating that derivative to 0. I hope you found this video helpful. In the next video, we're going to solve a real-life IGCSE exam question that deals with a very interesting application of differentiation. So stay tuned in order not to miss this video out. In the meantime, if you still have questions, please do leave them in the comments section below, and I'll see you once again in the next video. Goodbye for now.